shouldn't I? Hello, it's me. Anyway, straight in. Got power-ups, ghost, draft. Here's the opposition. We've already raced them, we've already beaten them, but that was on a fairly flat course chosen by us because we were the challengers. This time they are the challengers, and you'll see that it's going to be a bit of a tough one because they've chosen Loopin Lava, and it's, well, if you don't know it, it's got the Jarvis Com, the Volcano Clom, dear me. Anyway, attacking from the off. Can we do it? Who's responsible? Who's going to go? Well, Nob and Chris Roderick were tasked with the enviable job of going from the off. So off we go. Red, orange numbers, sprint numbers, me and Chris. I like to call him Tudor. Can he buy a crisps like? Even though he's not a Geordie, he's from Borough. I've got my cup of tea, I'm ready to go, like. So me and Chris, we launch, but you can see the others, very strong ladies, they're chasing. Could we have kept going? Well, yeah, we could have kept going, but it would have been wasted energy because behind us, as you saw there, they are catching, and essentially there's no point in knocking ourselves. But what it did do, and you'll see in a little bit, is one of them is under pressure at the back. 7 seconds already behind, so we're thinking, we've dropped one, quick, to the bat cave. But we are about to receive some instructions. If my memory serves me correct, it was only yesterday, but I'm pretty sure, yes, there it is. So Rigby telling us, knock it off guys, because they're a few meters behind, no point in killing ourselves. Here come the ladies, now only 4 of them. However, as you'll see, pointed out by a brilliant arrow, there you go, Verhoef, Monique, she is having tech issues, as you can see the message there from Femke Weesen, their captain. So we decide to ease up, which is gentlemanly thing to do. She thanks us. Thank you. We're waiting to see whether she can get back on. Her power cut drops completely. You can see at the bottom there, she's 14, 15, 6. I think, she's dropped altogether. We get the response very quickly. She is out. No power. What do we do? Well, ready to carry on? Yep. Okay, so we carry on. And then in rather typical fashion, as soon as we do, she gets her power back. Or connection back, I should say, but she's a minute back. So I was about to put, she's powered back up again, but I was told to leave it. Actually, I don't think Mark knew I was typing that, but anyway, didn't matter. Race kicked off again, and we, you know, this is the flat bit. Well, not this particular bit, but mostly this lead into the Jarvis Com is obviously the flat or a bit downhill. Let's speed things up a bit because we know we've all got things to do. Maybe you've got an Etch-a-Sketch to shake and erase. That's a lovely cup of tea. What's your tipple? Mine, at the moment, for some reason, I'm a little bit partial to the Yorkshire Gold. Not getting any advertising money or anything. No sponsors. No. Anyway, back to the action. So the wee lassie on. Actually, there's 2 of them on orange trons, but the one with the black hat on the right hand side. You'll see her, 3 of them on orange trons. What am I talking about? You see her not have steering. It's fairly obvious which one. There she is on the right hand side. The one behind her, she got steering as well. I can't tell. I can't remember. We'll find out in a bit. It's still changing too quick. I know one of them definitely didn't have steering. No, maybe she doesn't. Gonda. No, she hasn't got steering either. So there's two of them that haven't got steering. So obviously when we can, we're sort of steering away from them to give them a little bit of extra work to do, so they haven't got any draft essentially. So we're almost at the top of the Jarvis Com. There's going to be a little bit of an attack by yours truly, plus two of my teammates, Chris Lawrence and Kev. I'll put my ghost on. Why not? Off we go over the top. They are trying to chase Hejbor. If you're ever watching this, and I apologise for my pronunciation. It's terrible. You've all got wonderful names and I can't pronounce it. So we're over the top. We've got what, 3-4 seconds gap in meters. Can't quite tell at the moment, but it'll be 40-50 meters. Head downhill. Let's try and build the gap. Drafting boost. Cheers, guys. Wait for me. Not in the best of shape, to be honest with you. I am nowhere near as strong as I used to be, but that's not really relevant at the moment. But one thing I have noticed is trying to recover after an effort like that. I'm really, really sore. But anyway, we crack on. Do I get another power up? There you do. What do I get? Probably a ghost. Yes, I remember now. Does that come in useful later on? We shall see. So we're heading to the rather ominous site of the volcano climb. Now, why are we attacking? Why are we pushing on the front? Why are we trying to get a gap? Well, we know when we were challenged anyway and they chose this course that they're just basically baiting us, if you like, to try and get us onto the volcano climb and then just leave us all for dust. Hence why we attacked early on. These were tactics by Mark Rigby. It was his genius idea. I didn't want to do it because I'm lazy, but he da boss, and that was spoiling things. The tactics were to just keep putting them under pressure. So we're attacking, I think, which makes them chase. So one of them is being chased by Teen in the orange squirrel hat. She goes after them. She's chasing Gonda. We've now got what's her name? Femke Vesan? No, Hellsbjörn. Hejbor. It's probably pronounced Blythe or something. So we're letting the gap go. We're trusting Teen to have a good old fight up the front with Gonda. I've got to admit, I wasn't expecting Teen to be as strong as she was and to keep up with that, because we were expecting Gonda to just fly off and be doing like 5 watts per kilo all the way up this climb. But Teen was just brilliant and pestering her and just getting in her face, going, no, you're not going. Anyway, Chris Wadrup here comes past. He's put on a little dig to try and drop Femke, who was in our previous race against them. She's the team captain. Strong rider. Very, very competent racer, especially with the 20-minute powers. And these girls are all a lot lighter than us. So going up a com, it's not power. It's not just watts, it's power to weight ratio that comes in here. And as you'll see, Femke gets back on and is in amongst with us. So there's two orange trons against the 4 of us, and we've dropped 2 of their riders. Well, one of them unfortunately had a drop out, as you know, but Chrysalis dropped on the volcano com. Why can't I say com? Oh, I can. So we're being a bit sneaky here, but steering is steering. If you've got it, use it. You'll see we're still getting draft, albeit only 14 watts or something up here. As the gradient steepens, obviously you lose it, and especially if you go to the front, you won't get any draft. And you'll see the last there on the right. I've got no steering. So she's working extra hard. to try and stay with us. Femke is able to sit in with us because she's got steering. But here you'll see Chris Lawrence as we head up the KQOM, I should say, because there's women here as well. He's putting on a great bloody shift. To be fair, Nob is doing some work as well, but if he can't, he'll draft you. But we're flying up here. We're not breaking records, but we're going fairly hard to just try and dilute any chance of any of them attacking. If we were doing like 3 watts per kilo up here, thinking, it'll be all right, they will launch and disappear and leave us all fat knackers going, oh, hey, that's a canny cup of tea, like pet. Ah, cheers, love. Who was that? So yeah, are we reaching the top here? We are indeed. So again, putting on a bit more strength. You can see Heibor coming in here. She goes, ha ha, and disappears. I go, panic, Nob, panic, Nob, quick, where's she gone? Oh, she's now 8 meters behind me. I thought she was going to be like halfway down the volcano by the time she reappeared, but she reappeared and she was behind me. So I thought, well, do I ease up? What do I do? Well, of course, I keep going. I am knackered, obviously, so I'm not exactly going to make much of a difference or an impact on the gap, other than just keep going and let them catch up. Oh, quick, don't leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. Thank you. Sitting in a draft, thank you very much. Now, as I say, the lighter riders, they'll probably have to work a lot harder, especially if they haven't got steering, but they'll have to work harder downhill. So whereas we can often just, especially if you're on the front, you can super tuck, but if you can, and you've got plenty of draft, I've got almost 400 watts of draft there, you can just freewheel. You see the lasses are actually having to pedal to keep up with us, which that's just part of the game, that's just part of real life. So we're building up or down. We're heading back down to and toward the Jarviscom because their team captain set this race to finish. It is Loopin Lava, but it actually finishes 3 kilometers after the normal finish route badge. So we're actually heading back up the Jarviscom to finish, which is a bit of a sting in the tail. But thankfully, this long climb, the long climb up the volcano, has a long descent, so that's a bit of recovery. It is undulating, so on the descent, there's little bits like this, little rises, where if you put in a little bit of a dig before you hit that rise, your speed will carry it up, and you'll just get a bit of a gap, which may or may not work, but in terms of getting you away off the front, but it'll certainly give the people behind you something to think about. I think I'm running this in Ultra or something, I can't remember, but graphics are nice, aren't they? Yeah, so we're almost down at the bottom of the volcano. We've got this U-bend here. You can just see Gonda in front, and I haven't mentioned it yet, but Tina is away and gone. She's off the front. She's absolutely smashed Gonda to bits, and she's going for the victory. We could have pressed on a little bit more, but we wouldn't have caught Tina. A bit annoyed that we didn't maybe, I mean, I wanted to try and get Gonda, but as you'll see here, she starts putting in a bit more of an effort. 4.4, 4.3, she's climbing hard and maintains a good gap. We are wary that the two lasses that we've got, ladies that we've got with us are strong. We know Femke's strong. We're not 100% sure about Heibor and whether or not she's about to launch. So me being knob and doing knobby things, steering all over the road, just to spice things up a bit. We're chatting to each other on Discord and telling each other, get in the draft, move over, turn right, turn this, do that, put that there. and you can see Hejbor is struggling a bit. But as soon as we move, the way that the Zwift steering works, if you haven't got steering, you will be automatically put into the pack. But we are moving further and away from her there again. It's cruel, isn't it? But it's part of racing, especially in Zwift. Yeah, you're not having draft, no. So she's 4 meters behind now and working hard. Sorry, pet. I've got a draft power up ready for the finale. We were all chatting away saying, right, just save it for the sprint. We don't need to go yet. I wanted to try and catch that Gonda, but had I done that, I think the others would have suffered a bit. Anyway, we're about to see Tina cross the line. I think the camera changes. Aha! So you can see it's not quite the top of the Jarvis Com, but there she is. There's our Teen finishing. Brilliant, Teen. Well done. We're about to come to the finish here. I think this slows the footage down for obvious reasons. I'm ramping it up. I know that behind me, Kev and Chris and Tudor are going to be sprinting, so lead them out. I'm trying to press me power up, but I'm an idiot. I'm pressing the wrong button, so they come past. I missed out doing the draft until now. Bit late, but it doesn't matter. Don't care. We're all winners. Get in. Bosh. So we cross the line, so Tina wins. There you go. Tina in first, Gonda second, Kev third, me, Chris Wadrup fourth, me fifth, Chris Lawrence sixth. Hooray! Tina wins. Well done, team. But wait. Let's just walk things back to the start. There's my feet walking back. Now you'll notice as we kick off, if you look to the left there, no heart rate. Tina! Oh dear. So therefore, I mean it says private data there, but ultimately she lost her first place, because if you don't have heart rate at the start, you are DQ'd. However, we managed to still win based on our other positions. So lessons learned before your race starts. Check your heart rate is working, and don't get up even if you are dropped. Thank you to the brilliant Zwift ladies for another classic contest. Round 3 coming soon. Let's hope so. Cheers guys.